No 2 is sad. There's a fly in my office, chat. It won't leave me alone. I'm gonna go open the door. Maybe it'll fly out into the greater part of my basement. Buzzing around my head all morning. I think we're galacting. Oh, weird. Did they not expect me to play, right? That is a big Captain Carter. Are we cooked? Feel kind of cooked, yeah. I could win one location, but I feel like I'm struggling to ever win a second.
We are the future.
Oh wow. Wait, I'm tying the right, and then I win the breaker? Oh my gosh, and they won me the left because of the clubhouse. Okay, it's actually hilarious.
Victory.
Everything worked out better than expected, Chip. Everything worked out much better than expected.
Smells like victory.
Smells like victory. Where were you last turned, Vibranium? When your people needed you. Can someone do a wellness check on me later today? I heard the rapture was coming and I'm not taking my Tylenol to get myself ready. You're pregnant on my dance? Congrats. Cordova, thank you for the 2.5 years of support. Appreciate that. Welcome back. What if we did this? Or do we put her here? I think we put her here, actually, right? And then we, like, Sebastian show us her for the last turn. Oh, yeah, I need to stamp one more time. Good call. Oh, my. Oh, my! I'm glad to see I'm not the only one scrambling to do my Viv Vision mission. Scrambling? Scrambling, my dearest gamer. I have 2.5 hours to get these Viv Vision missions done. To describe what I'm doing as scrambling is a gross misrepresentation of what's actually occurring. Big numbers. Above average, above average. I'm gonna be a big boy.
I love this game.
Look at that. 300,000 more nachos to go. We've won with Viv Vision in my deck. They said it couldn't be done, but it could. We did it. We're gonna keep playing Viv? I mean, unless it goes bad, I don't mind playing some games. This deck's fine. I don't mind surfing. We're up so many bubs this morning, chat. You want me to quit while we're up bubs? My body is the machine, chat, that turns bubs into nachos. Yes? Yes. I guess that one's good for them too. Their discard. He's a big boy. Sebastian, not a fan of the pool, chat. Not a big pool fan. There's fingers crossed. There's a surfboard on top of our... What's the ideal state here is there's a surfer on top of our deck, and Mr. Fantastic reduces the cost of one of our 3 threes. And then we can go surfer plus 2 threes. Do we Viv instead of Pedro? No, if Pedro gives a cost reduction and there's a 3 on top of my deck, I can play 3 threes next turn. You gotta remember the Surge is gonna double trigger on top of my deck here. They also got Girl, cute. Alright, scored is 12. Okay, so they have 12 power scoring plus whatever they draw for the turn. Galacta is sad. I think it's this? Question mark. We get 3 Brood Leagues and we played it right. Yeah, they just don't have a lot of points on the right, yeah. I guess they can have a lot of points anywhere, I suppose. I don't know, I like the way I flipped this coin. It was nice. It was a nice coin. I won. I flipped it very skillfully, ergo. 1 game, ergo, skilled coin flip.
We won?
This deck list is going to get us to 1 million bubs.
Large bookie, a very long massage.
Are you gonna make me do Viv Vision, Chef? We find these surfer buff things for Viv Vision. This is easily Viv Vision's least embarrassing archetype. I personally will not be surprised if Viv Vision gets a even 2 point, as much as a 2 point bump here sometime soon. I think she's definitely one of the weaker cards we've had a while. I could see her going as high as a 3/4. I bet her stats are not good.
Victory.
Opponent is just converting bubs to nachos. We take those. To raise the sales of the season pass, am I right? Yep. When second dinner buffs a season pass card while it's still in the season pass, they're greedy and trying to drum up more sales. And when second dinner nerfs a season pass card while it's still in the season pass, they're greedy and bad at their jobs and shouldn't be punishing people who already bought their product. It's really funny to me watching like the spiky types from watching the spiky types from other card games like try and wrestle with the idea in their mind about how Snap does card balance, where they like, it's not like Magic the Gathering or other games they can just like buy the obvious busted cards because they're gonna stay busted. They need to like, don't you dare, don't you dare, oh my goodness. Well, that might be really bad. 1 in 4 that's really bad for us. Is it good if they have an 11 power brood? Can you explain why? Piece of candy. Candy. I think I'm doing this, and then we'll go Brood Surfer on the last turn. Okay, they didn't get the scary one. They didn't have Frigga either, which is also good for the home team. Wow. We'd have won if I hadn't played Nebula. Average emoting showed. I should have just muted them when they fist bump. People ask me why I often mute people when they fist bump me at the start. And it's because the fist bump at the start is an acknowledgement that they understand emotes exist, and I probably don't want to experience that when the game ends. Yeah, I should have. Fun stats thing. The best performing builds of Victoria hand stuff don't play Juggernaut, but the most commonly played versions do because Marvel stat players have a sickness that's only solved by breaking their opponent's shit. Man, I'm preparing myself to be disappointed with Thursday's OTA. So that way, if it's not disappointing, it beats expectations. But I'm going to be really sad if they put back a bunch of the tech cards. I feel like they're going to, even though they don't need to. But man, this game is so much better with all those cards being weaker. Havoc, thank you for the 6 months in advance. I plan to be here. Thanks for keeping me around. Thank you for the almost 5 years of support. Good morning, good morning. Oh, did they confirm we're gonna get other new changes, not just reversions on Thursday? That'll be nice at least. They're going to tell everyone they were impressed with all the data that they took in, and they're going to take more big swings like this in the future. That's the full Cope hope right there.
Victory. I love this game.
Per Glenn will include a normal size balance update along with any revision in 2 weeks. Nice. Sweet. Well, that's good at least. We stand with science and we stand with you. For generations, family have trusted Tylenol when it matters the most. Why? Because Tylenol is one of the most studied medications in history. The facts remain unchanged. Over a decade of rigorous research endorsed by leading medical professionals confirm that there's no credible evidence linking acetaminophen to autism. Acetaminophen is used worldwide as a first line of defense and pain relief for fever reduction. All right, hold on. Sorry, but apologies. For pain relief and fever reduction at the recommendation of independent public health and leading medical professionals in accordance with the product label. High fevers and pain are widely recognized as potential risks to a pregnancy if left untreated, especially in the first trimester. Remember to talk to your doctor. Yeah, this is huge, actually. There are going to be pregnant women drinking the Kool-Aid who put their unborn babies at risk because they're not going to follow the advice of medical professionals because a career grifter and con man told them not to. You think Viv will get a power bump on Thursday? I'd be pretty surprised if she didn't. The suffering is the point. Yeah, unfortunately and unironically, you are correct. Women suffering as a result of the things that they push and the stuff that they do is a feature, not a bug for them. Like pro-life is never about the health of the baby. It's always been about controlling women and their bodies. Wave? Well, I don't think I'm playing this death out. Am I gonna get Galactus here? Death getting 2 of my bonuses there is quite unfortunate. The Supreme Court told them they can't be sued for making that speech. Yeah, I mean, I guess that doesn't surprise me, even if it, you know, expected but sad, I guess you could say. Man, I don't know what I want to do here. I think it's this. I'll do this next turn. Yeah, there's a 7 turn. Yeah, I'm aware there's another turn. Wait, they're also a surfer deck? Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I think we're in a fight spot though, right? 'Cause this is going to 16 over here, and this is getting 2 more, and then we're going 6 more here in the center. Oh, they're like trying to normally like onslaught Sarah surfer stuff, right? Are they gonna Odin the surfer? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We're adding a lot of points to the right, so hopefully they just can't keep up there. Sprag, thank you for the 16 buds. Appreciate it. Welcome back. Oh yeah, not close. I guess they won the center, but yeah, we have flamed on more successfully than them. All right, well, let's take a pause for the cause, but this deck is cruising for us so far this morning. Might be our million bub deck. Methinks. You gotta get your Viv missions done at any point this month. I think the score is very reasonable. We're back after a brief message from whoever these people are. If you're watching on the YouTube side, do you enjoy the content I'm making here 7 days a week? Make sure you tap that like button. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps the content reach to more people. Morning, good morning. Or afternoon now. It just rolled past noon here in the cornfields, I suppose. Why are we playing Nebula? It's just a efficient card. You can weave it on curve. Need something to do with your energy on the first couple turns of the game. She's a fine, typically 1/5. You need to be able to fill your locations in for Captain Carter and Captain Carter and Human Torch. Viv seems okay, better than some other season pass cards that have been released. Is that true? I think she's probably the worst season pass card this year, yeah? What are our season pass cards this year? You're gonna make me go look. Release dates. She's definitely worse than Galactus. What was our one before Galactus? We have Pedro. She might be comparable to Pedro now, but Pedro was cracked on release. Who was before Pedro? Does this not have? Are the season pass cards not listed in here? Oh no, they are. Galactus, Esme. You know, she might be on par with Esme. Maybe, I don't know. I think Esme's optimal in negative, and negative's a pretty good deck. Agamotto's a fair comparison. She's probably a similar power level to Agamotto while being less novel. Agamotto saw a disproportionate amount of play in proportion to his power level just because his effect was very unique. Yeah, we had some absolute bangers this year. Sam Wilson and Merlin. Merlin's probably numero uno for pass cards that released this year, yeah? I would be surprised if we get a pass card better than Merlin this year. Crimson, thank you for the over 2 years. Appreciate you re-upping that primer. Welcome back. Holy crap. What a lovely unicorn.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
Damn it, Viv. We've talked about this. God damn it, Viv. What do we think about this to guarantee she goes here? But I guess their stuff is staying there. This should be winning here, yeah? And then I could go Shaw Surfer. They're gonna be 1 in 4 to redraw this hammer. Oh, I need to remember to stab. Okay, so they have the hammer. So this is 12, 14. I'm going to 21. So we lose the center to an Odin, and we lose the game to an Eliath. But otherwise, we're good. Need to dodge Odin and Eliath here. Cool, got him. Our Viv Vision was entirely uncooperative, but we still lived through that game, so that was nice. That's nice. We covered a Thor deck on the YouTube side not long ago. I think it was it Pixie Thors? I forget which build it was, but it was alright. That is an actual factual shocker. Yeah, Fire Hair Thorns is also reasonable. After this upcoming, after Thursday's OTA, I'm gonna finally put together that Dex Encyclopedia video I've been talking about doing. It's probably gonna be like an hour. I think I've got like 50 or 60 decks that I want to cover in it. I think we're losing the center, unfortunately. I don't know that this is enough to win the right. Go up to 21 there. Twenty-one's beating Ultron there. Are we beating Ultron on the left? We're at 12, 15. Yeah, we're reading him.
There's no strings on me.
Because I was curious, I was looking at Snap.fan. It looks like Elsa was the only season pass card that ever got nerfed mid-season. Zabu, Surfer, Hitmonkey, Marvel, Loki, Agent Venom, Iron Patriot, and Pedro were all nerfed 0 to 3 months after the respective season ended.
I love this.
Yeah, that tracks. I also don't think there's anything inherently diabolical about nerfing something after it's, after the season ends as well. Just because once the card becomes free-to-play available, they almost assuredly have more data on it, yeah. Still no gold for Pedro. Elsa sobbing the horn. To be fair, Elsa was like really cracked when she dropped. Not that I minded. I enjoyed that. Enjoyed that time in Marvel Snap's history, but she was very strong. Can Angela be reverted? Angela's such a tough one. I feel like there's been like, has it been 3 or 4 points in Marvel Snap's history where they've buffed Angela to +2 and then had to pull her back down? It's been more than once where they like pushed her back up to +2 and then punted her back down after the fact, deservedly. I feel like the solution to making Angela better is buffing cards around her. More so than buffing her directly. Man, of all the locations in Marvel Snap, these are certainly some of them.
Victory.
Alright, Bubs. Thank you.
Smells like victory.
Angela's last buff was the time before they started doing more cards with negative power like Gore and Old Nightmare. I don't think they want to give an early series card negative power, Sling Digger. You know, as a fun / interesting stat, talking about or thinking about early series things, I think my Marvel Snap 2025 Beginner's Guide is actually on track to be one of my most watched videos on the edited channel for this year. Where is it at? That's got almost 20,000 views. I think one of the only videos I'm gonna have this year with more views than the Beginner's Guide is probably the one complaining about Kid Omega. Shocker, I know. This is a deeply unfortunate set of rolls here for us. Goliath in the center and cry myself to sleep. We're getting 10 in the middle up to 18, and we're getting 6 on the left, so they need to commit 2 points on the left while putting 7 points in the middle. Alas. And if the brood hadn't come down, they wouldn't have been able to leverage Cannonball. Really unfortunate 1 in 5 to lose.
Please don't lose. I bet way too much money on you.
Yeah, Grand Central play-in, not for the home team. What changes would you like to see in the OTA? It's more about what changes I'm hoping not to see in the next OTA. I really want them to keep as many of the tech card changes as possible. The metagame did not go to crap, and this game is better when there's less stuff being broken constantly. Oh, by the way, I should plug that more today. The Holes Card sponsor who makes the wonderful watch that's on my arm. I've got one last $100 gift card giveaway for them before their sponsorship is done this month. So same as the other giveaways we've done in the Discord server. React to the post in the announcements channel to pick a winner for that Thursday night. I do this actually. They are likely also a surfer pile. Yikes. I get my Viv Vision trigger here at least. Oh, and I hit my cost reduction on Mr. Fantastic, so that's lovely. I think I want to play for all of it. This gives me +5 on the left. It gives me some amount of points to the center. This is a human torch, but if they fill here, they kind of have a hard time playing for here and here. It might just be that they can't play for my Carter path, and then I play like this. Yeah, maybe this is better. I just don't play for the right. I lose the left by fucking 1 point. Ugh. My first play would have won it. Damn. I just incorrectly assumed they would fill the right. My read that they wouldn't play for the center was correct, but I would have just been big enough on the right that maybe that was fine. They would have had to fill here and put enough here to beat the 15, which seems unlikely. Warhead's another one of those cards, right? That like I still heave a heavy sigh internally when it shows up. And the game is more fun when it's less common, so I hope she stays at 4. Ooh. It's a nummy piece of candy. You know whose ugly face I haven't seen at all since they adjusted the tech cards chat, and it's been so nice. I don't think I've been a Lyeth a single time since the nerf. I was watching YouTube VODs over the weekend and agree with how fun and generous this game mode has been. I unlocked 5 emotes. Nice. I really hope their metrics show that having a more generous shop is beneficial for them. I did get a Lyeth after the changes from a, you guessed it, Airship deck. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't surprise me. Okay, so we're not keeping up with Lasher. How big does Odin get them here? Does this beat Odin? I mean, it's our only line, and we're all in, so like we're gonna let the fireworks happen, but. And then 30, is it 33? I think it gets 20, yeah? Chavez is about to have a real bad day. It's kind of close, right? So our Human Torch is really big. I think we're good, because he's going up to 18, question mark? Yeah, cool.
Victory.
I love this game.
All right, 1 million bubs. Got him in my sights, chat. 4 more, or 5 more? 4 more and some change. 1 million bubs. Sebastian Shaw loves chimichanga. So does Human Torch, to be fair. Fellow chimichangas enjoyers. Gentlemen after my own heart, really. Man, remember when Reed Richards used to get played out on? Reed Richards used to get played out on turn 2 chat. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Captain Carter also likes the changa. Is that what the kids are calling it these days? Lovely. What a lovely cost reduction there. Oh, you know what? I should put this here so that way I could like Changa plus one of the things that Changa's good on in the center next turn. It's also a little better in the face of something trying to clog us. Whew. Whew. What a lovely gentleman. Gentleman and a scholar. Oh gosh, do we need to play around the rim pool? Again, if there's one thing you take away from my streams, it should be that one of the best things you could do in the clog matchup is proactively fill your location so you're dictating when you run out of space instead of allowing them to do it for you. Woo, wee, woo. Call the ambulance, chat, but certainly not for us. Nice rug tug, Gibber.
Victory.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Moving on up the ladder. Do 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 do. Disney just confirmed they're raising their prices again. There's no recession in Bossing, say. I think those are some of my favorite financial posts that are going on right now, where they're just like, such and such industry currently experiencing conditions only last seen during a recession. And it's just like, oh, huh, really? That's interesting. What could it all mean? We'll never figure it out. Disney's gonna put those numbers up because of the $4 billion Kimmel mistake they made. Well, so part of the reason why they backpedaled on the Kimmel thing is explicitly because they've had this price raise in their tank for a little bit, and they didn't want blowback from they're gonna get blowback from the price raise, and they didn't want to combo that with blowback from Kimmel as well. Basically is the TLDR. Is Kimmel no longer canceled? No, he takes the air again tonight. Although, I think I saw that certain, like, Sinclair networks or something or other aren't going to be covering him still. think we're still behind here, unfortunately. We're like on track to win the left, but the center and the right are gonna give us fits. Wait, can they add more on the right? They can only add 2 more on the right, right? With Surfer, they only have 1, 3 there. So this is adding 10 over here. Okay, I think we're good actually. Yeah, drawing Surfer, I think means we're good. Yeah, because we're beating images here. We weren't beating images before. We're only gonna tie images, and that wouldn't be enough.
I love this game.
All right, chat. Viv Vision to 1 million bubs.
You lose.
I can feel the YouTube title for the morning now. We'll get the Q2 GDP report tomorrow, and if it comes negative, it'll be the second consecutive quarter of negative GDP growth, which is how a recession is generally defined. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that particular metric. Hey, McVoid, what's going on? Good to have you. Good to have you in for a live one. We're still here doing our thing. Whoever releases that report would definitely be fired. Accurate. Are we Gwen pulling? I think so. Question mark. Are they Aeroshim? Oh, weird. You think Bruce is gonna pop on me in the center chat? Or Thanos. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Oh, that's a Surtur on the right. Fun. This is 12, 14, 17. I think that feels safe in the center. Well, we might lose the left. Think we're dead. Them playing hard for the right is good for us. Well, I think we're cooked in the center. We're not beating 18, yeah. Murder face, thank you for the 56 months. Come on, game. Talk about insult to injury. Come on, game. I was already dead. Mercy. Mercy. I mean, we're up 200,000 bubs still, so like we're still well on track to hit our cool million. Oh, that's a weird one. I shouldn't have snapped on one with that one. So I'll snap on 2 and then we'll snap on 5. I'll slide a 3 into here. Save Nebula for the Sanctum. I'm not gonna have I mean I guess I can play her there next turn. That's my 2-drop. I'm sad if I draw exactly Surge. Yeah, I guess I should play her there on 2. That's good. That's a good call. Thank you for the 51 months. Appreciate the over 4 years. Welcome back. Limbo. I mean, that's good for a lot of our stuff, honestly. Definitely saving our last snap to get in there for later. I got so excited when it targeted that. I was like, oh man, if that went to a 0. Oh, I have an extra energy from this. Oh, that's perfect. I'm gonna play Galacta here, so if we spike Carter, she can go into the Onslaught Citadel with this bonus. There's Cerebro 6. Oh yeah, probably. Good call out. I think it's this. The Onslaught Citadel is gonna be tough to beat, especially with rolls like that. Sea Biscuits, thanks for the 7 months. Looks like we are cooked, gamers. Surf's up. Oh, Cosmo. It doesn't matter. Is the surf up, chat? Is it? That was a test. Some of you passed. The surf was in fact down this day. This day of days. The surf was not up, for that was not the only direction it could go. It was down, 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 down. You know, I haven't seen a Crimson Cosmos in a while. It's been kind of nice. It's been kind of nice. Screw that guy in particular. Anyone else feel like clicking the button doesn't actually register the snap with some amount of frequency in this game mode? Or is that just me? Would I technically snap going into this turn? Thoughts on the revamped diner? I think they nailed it, honestly. Feels like such a phenomenal mix of things. He's going to the left is very good for us, obviously. Crimson Cosmos surviving is most unfortunate. But it is what it is, what it is. Well, they have gold crackles on all their cards, almost. On a lot of them. It's real clean.
What a game!
Yeah, their deathlock of all things, missing the gold crackle is a little sad for them. And that seems pretty good for us, yeah. It lets us play for all three pretty cleanly. I just need X-23 and Wolverine not to go left. Man, the game ends. Really enjoyed rubbing salt in the wound this morning. Well, you don't want either of them to go left, eh, Hogland? What if both of them went left? How would that make you feel? Maybe it's anecdotal, but I feel like they changed the way to some locations or added rules for preventing annoying ones from appearing together. If I recall correctly, I thought there was mention of something about certain types of locations, like restrictive ones, appearing less frequently together. Or did I make that up? Can someone fact check me? I feel like there was something about that in patch notes at one point. Yes, they did do that. Cool. I'm not crazy. Well, I might be crazy, but I'm also right about this particular thing. This is America in 2025. We don't do fact checks. I mean, you're not wrong, but you're not supposed to say it out loud either.
Wind, aid my hand.
You're on a list now. I'm on a lot of lists, chat. Let's be honest. If it comes down to it, I'm gonna need a pretty decent sponsor in Canada in the not too distant future. All right, Anthony would never take my stuff, right? Would never take my points. You can see, chat. You just gotta trust Anthony. Trust the process, and know that Anthony is here to pump us up.
Wait, what happened? We won?
I believe. Wait, we won. Yes, thank Benjamin Bruin. Finally back home for what feels like a month of traveling. Had to get my sub re-up. Thank you, Jarnman. Jarnhan, appreciate the 16. Good afternoon.
Smells like victory.
All right, 28,000 bubs remain. 28,000 bubs remain. Hey, end stage. I hope wherever your gaming time leads you, you have a good time with. I appreciate you dropping off the primer again. If you haven't had a chance to yet, end stage, you should make sure to check out Once Upon a Galaxy. It's super sweet. Been playing a bit of that both on stream and off. It's a ton of fun. Many people have been complaining about the Shang nerf. You know, it really speaks volumes to how well I curate my Snap content intake, because I haven't heard a single complaint. I've heard nothing but positive things about the tech cards being worse. Shout out to everybody in my spaces enjoying doing stuff. I'm complaining that it should have been nerfed earlier. Yeah, if anything, I'm just gloating that I was right. The metrics that we have from this is very much support the fact that, like, this all could have been done much sooner. Do I play around Acid Arrow? I think I play around Acid Arrow. Or 50% to have it. Rip. All right, so we're gating 4-5 over here this turn. We're gating 12-18 over here on the left. They're gaining a passive 7 though. I feel like this could cut a couple different ways. Blue Marvel probably wins it for him. Gilgamesh, that one, I don't believe does it. I guess it depends on where the Marvel Boy triggers go. I think the best they could do is Tithe, right? Yeah. Very nice, very nice.
Victory.
Wait, what happened? We won?
All right. Last melon. One more teensy tiny win. Teensiest, tiniest win you ever did see. So many clowns, so little time. Send in the clowns, gamers. Last of our fat pile of bubs up in here. Up in here, up in here. That was a very nice roll. Very nice roll. Potentially very large Human Torch, though. I'm just doing this, and we'll let these fill in, and then we'll see where we go from there. Oh, they're Human Torch, you're gonna get a free move. Yeah, we might actually be dead here. We'll see what they do. Honey. Are they... Alright, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Very confused that our opponent hadn't stepped.
Escaped.
We're scared of Killmonger. Killmonger doesn't hit all of the locations, and Human Torch isn't a 1-drop anymore. So that one's aggressively wrong for a couple of reasons. Utopia! It's beautiful. Do do do. Do 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 do. Be do do. So probably some kind of heliduck. Hellcow probably means a bot, yeah. As they could have gone either way. I mean, it's definitely a heliduck. Just so we're clear. Just because it's a bot doesn't mean it's not hello. Lovely. Excited for this this beep boop to take all my money away instead of giving me the last 3,000 bubs I need.
Minions to me.
Infinite on the right! You glorious gamer, you. You glorious gamer. We're actually beating Infinite no matter where it landed there, right? They would have needed Infinite and Hellcow in the same spot.
I love this game.
I love this game. 1.02 million bubs. Your first million bubs are really the hardest chip. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So, Viv Visions. I would not be surprised to see her get a buff in Thursday's OTA. They've said we're going to get some buffs in there in addition to some of the tech cards being, or all the tech cards being changed back. This is definitely one of her few homes where she doesn't feel completely embarrassing. Brood, Captain Carter, Torch, and Shaw, all really solid hits. This build doesn't have the best metrics in the game, but it's very competitive in both regular ladder and inside of Diner. Has fine stats. This is probably one of the better ways you can spend doing your weekend missions with her for the foreseeable future, while this season still has 2 more weeks in it. And also drug us through, you know, I think we started today at less than 700,000 bubs, so we cleared the last 300,000 bubs. I needed to get that variant at the top of the track, which was really, really nice.